I left my house 15 minutes before the school closed for the day, ensuring I picked up my little girl early enough. Roma was the lovely little girl I was blessed with 5 years after various attempts at conception with my husband. Roma was only 2, and we didn't joke with her. Any parent in my shoes would understand. 5 minutes away from Roma's daycare, I stopped to get her favorite croissants, one she always looked forward to as little as she was. I loved watching her work her way around having a bite, and her face glowed up whenever she finally got some to munch on. I hurried and walked past the walkway, entering her class. I looked forward to her usual excitement to see me, lifting her hands in an attempt for me to carry her when her teacher called me. "Mrs. Blake, is anything the problem?" she said with a confused look. "Why are you back? Did Roma forget something?" I replied with a more confusing look, "Not at all, I am here to pick her up." "But you just did that about 5 minutes ago," she retorted. "I did what?" "I am just walking in, Mrs. Olivet, and I honestly don't know what you're talking about." At this point, I was already sweating. Before I could calm myself down, I screamed, "Where is my daughter? Can somebody respond? Please calm down and come with me, so we check the cameras, Mrs. Blake," Mrs. Olivet replied. With my head spinning and wondering who could have been behind it, we got to the place. The security official assisted us. You wouldn't believe what we saw. Just before I walked in, and quite precisely as Mrs. Olivet described it, someone who looked like me stepped in to pick up Roma. What thrilled me the most was that she was in a dress I had worn to her school the previous week, and honestly, I thought I saw a ghost. The resemblance was massive. Everyone was confused. They were all curious about whether I had an identical twin I hadn't disclosed. The school and police have taken up the case and doing their best to help me meet my little angel again. But would I? Has Roma even realized that her mom had not picked her up that day? She is only 2. Is Roma alive and okay? What does the woman even need from me? And why target my daughter? There are just so many questions I need answers to. It's been 3 days, and my girl has still not been found. Am I to be blamed? What could I have done differently?